Alright, so considering we have some time constraints, so let us pick up where we left off last time, as the party, victorious but not without casualties, has returned after, I think I pushed the time forward, returned after a day or 2 days of traveling back in the afternoon hours to the tribe's home, carrying the body of fallen Havard Ísarr along with them. And by the way, I do have an idea for how to introduce your character, or what he's like doing right in this exact moment. If you want to interject or adjust during the session, or like be like, oh wait, DM, let's try something different, feel free to pipe up.
I will be sure to say something, but I
Hmm?
have a feeling I won't need to, so it's all good.
Yep. And as you'll be going through the capital, it's not like everyone stops and stares, because you live in harsh land and death is something common for your kind. And yet, Havard was a fearsome figure amongst the rabble, the less powerful, and seeing him brought down low and being brought here dead definitely causes some of the giant's trolls to slightly shift and turn and look. Not causing too great of a commotion, but definitely enough to cause one sphere, the elder healer, to cross your paths. And she is not alone, as Anders, it is my idea that, or rather, not. I thought that apart from like Anders having his own adventures, like doing stuff in the background for the tribe, that I imagined him, considering your role, the fact that you are pretty good at healing, I believe, like healing is one of your main things.
Yes.
I would have imagined that Sphere would be like a, maybe not like a mentor, but she's definitely like seeing someone that has a talent. She'll be more than willing to train that person.
Yeah, Anders is pretty much like healer and warrior, sort of both. So yeah.
Okay, so for the other alive party members, do you wish to introduce Anders and say how he looks like?
Yes, I will most definitely do that. So as they sort of going down the carrying Havard, there will be this frost giant decked out in expensive looking armor. Well, no, actually, expensive looking armor, probably not. Sort of. I mean, it's full plate, so just imagine something like that. But it's more. Definitely sort of more spiritual and religious with some of its iconography on it.
Right, we see a troll dressed in nothing but crosses and other religious iconography.
A giant, frost giant.
Of course, frost giant. There's less iconography, but it's still, same idea.
So all I'm thinking is like, red crosses. I'm hearing some mumblings of Deus Vault, and we will take Jerusalem.
Funny enough, two of the domains are fire and zeal, so yeah. Fuck, I've lost my train of thought now. Fuck. But yes, this very this very spiritual but also very armored figure does sort of wander up, He would sort of lack Havard's just sort of sheer fucking like force of personality. But he definitely seems to be a lot more cunning and thoughtful with his with just sort of his like general mannerisms and the way that he holds himself. But he will just walk up and ask what happened here?
He died.
Rip. Rest in peace. Yeah. Let's ask Donut what happened. Why does your character explain what happened to him?
A worthy opponent. Look at Hayward. I meant a great foe slew him.
He was hit by a rock and died.
Yes. Sometimes even rocks are mighty.
Where did this happen?
Place where we quarried rock long ago.
Unfortunate then. Clan. Although I may have distrusted his motives sometimes, he did seem to be able to wield his sword effectively.
Go ahead.
That's why my mind's got completely blank. I was trying to think of something else to say. I've completely blanked on it. Fuck.
Sphere interjects gently. She looks with maybe like full-on sorrow, but there's definitely this grandmotherly sadness of seeing someone in her like big extended family passing away, and she makes a small gesture while standing next to Ísarr's body, and say, some of our kind might have very, very rough edges, but still a loss is a loss, and it pains me that it have occurred so. And yet I am also glad that the rest of you have returned alive and healthy. And sorry, I cannot fucking get the voice. I know like she was like more grandma-like, but like it's escaping me.
That's definitely fair.
It's fine. Just keep it, the classic trick is, you keep it consistent between sessions, like not between sessions, but in a session, right? You make up a new voice every single session because you forgot the old one. That's professionally.
Maybe sometimes I even forget in the session.
Or you do it my way by confusing everyone by not remembering what it was between words.
Yes.
So did someone else start talking? No, I just forgot what the voice was, but you were just speaking it. I know.
He will not be the first one, but I'm afraid that there are dark powers active and corrupting this land, and if we do not wish to, I certainly do not wish to see the body of your comrade being desecrated even further. As with all the others that have fallen, he should be entombed within our catacombs.
Yes, of course.
Anders is then going to look to Curzon and say, how fares the expeditions that you have been sent on?
Why, before this one, they were a roaring success. Unfortunately, now we have a black mark on our record. A dead soul in our midst.
Well, provided you killed the creature, that's more than That's more than enough.
Vengeance is rarely enough, but yes, it will not torment this our home any longer.
Oh, I should probably mention that if I read between the lines correctly, then I also congratulate you on allowing our capital to benefit from more stone that hopefully will soon be arriving at our home. But the shaman is in a poor humor. I tried to speak to him, but he is agitated, angry. Whatever he was trying to discern, the spirits did not give him the answers, I feel. So right now he would be even more. He would be a poor host.
Yes, Gursel grits his teeth. He looks too. He does not see much more than the spirit, does he? We have arrived from the dead. We can't just keep listening to them.
Not when it seems as if the dead seem to be causing more harm than not.
They have their place, and wisdom is usually respectful, but Cursal takes a look at all the strangeness of the castle and the people here, still somewhat lost since the resurrection. But their advice will have to create something new out of this all. If you just go back to the old ways, the old... Forgive me, I'm rambling. We should keep going. There's still more to be done to secure our place in this world.
I will join you. In the absence of Havard, it seems only fitting that another member of Clan Ísarr joins you.
Now, Gotcha says, raising an eyebrow. And what gives you the idea that you are strong enough? I can guarantee you, Havard did not fall because he was weak, but because of the great foes facing us.
I'm sure that the minion will be fine. Any sort of meat shield is enough.
We need to pick up a quality of our people follow us. We can't just go with quantity. I'm sure you wouldn't want to wake up one day to find your hoard filled with copper coins and nothing else.
And the inch thick metal that he's wearing isn't enough.
If Havard could be defined as the martial prowess of Clan Ísarr, then I'm very much his spiritual strength. You would not find me wanting.
So then, Virgil just looks him up and down, taking a measures of him.
And for what I can say, and then she gives like this warm grandmotherly like pat on her shoulder. Anders dear has been a very good student. He can heal the most grievous of wounds.
Indeed, I am skilled in the healing arts, and with a blade. I have also been...
Alexander just kind of look at the two of you as he's at like a third of his HP.
I am skilled in the healing arts and with a blade, and more importantly, I'm also aware of what it is that you are seeking, of what it is that has been plaguing these lands.
Oh yes, by the way, you would have been able to like click once the long rest button because yeah,
Looks
again.
like I did last year or last week.
Oh right, yeah, I see the in the chat, yeah, because it's like 1 day of journeying. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think last year we were still playing, what was it, Strahd?
I think so.
Well, I will leave you to it. I believe at least Anders here, all of you should be aware where are the catacombs where we rest our dead. And although there are more things to be done, of course, remember to take time to properly rest.
If any of you are injured, I will see to your wounds.
Well, that would be acceptable.
Okay, so I have a couple of feats here, but yeah, Anders would, yeah, sort of. I would assume there'd be like some sort of like ward or somewhere where wounds can be like patched up.
Yeah, like taking yeah, it's not like a mechanical hospital building, so no like mechanical bonuses, but there's definitely like in the area where Severe has her own domain as a herbalist, there are places to, lay down and treat your wounded.
Yeah. So yeah, and Anders would lead them to the probably makeshift ward that there is, given the fact of the shithole that we live in.
I mean, it's rough, but technically speaking, like at level 4, the kingdom basically gets like a fine standard of living.
Oh, that's true, actually. Yeah, fair enough then. Yeah, in which case, yeah, we'll just take them there and then start sort of.
I mean, I feel like the best way to describe this, right, is you have this like beautiful citadel, right, and then like a bunch of lost people, come teleported back in, and everyone's just like kind of making their own home in it. It's kind of a mess, I think, is the best way to describe it.
Right. Want to go that way?
Yeah. Either way, yeah, he will take them to where he can, attend to their wounds, and then we'll proceed to do exactly that.
Right. Let's see those rolls, Magic Man.
Yes.
I mean, Healer Man.
Yes, I have this, just in case it needs to take me a little bit more time. I also have this, which means I can heal both of them if both Kurzel and Helgundir are both still fairly injured. You are both incredibly injured. Okay. So alongside that, I'm going to just also cast. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. So treat wounds. Where's the fucking treat wounds all of a sudden? There it is. Okay, treat wounds. Gonna go for that. My god. I'm annoyed that I can't fucking play. There's no status effect for that. That's a little bit annoying. Either way, let me just quickly just add in this. So +2 gentle breeze. So I just need to give that. It's a status. Okay. Okay, here we go. So hopefully, if I don't fuck this up.
Just don't roll a 1, forehead.
If only Donut had learned that skill.
Nicely done. Oh, and automatically rolled the amount of healing. Nice.
Yep. And then there'll also be another 10 HP on top of that from Gentle Breeze by the end of it. So 45 HP.
To both.
Yeah, to both Helgundir and Kurzel.
That's max HP. Nice.
I think.
How much, both of them? Or is it 35?
Nope, it's the 35 plus the 10 from Gentle Breeze.
Oh, nice.
Reduce the temperature effect of heat.
So yeah, 45 in total. And then if Hellegundir needs a little bit more healing, then I can do it again, basically. Because the continual recovery is only for 10 minutes now, which it's as soon as you start it, not when it ends. So I'll spend about 20 minutes probably sorting that out.
Yeah, I'm still down like 27.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
And by the way, as a note, somewhere in the meantime, Edric would have excused himself. Throughout the journey, he was very much like reserved and thoughtful, and he basically went out to think much about his situation and get some counsel from Sphere. AKA, if Derb decides to remake his character or change class, then yeah. For now, he is unavailable.
So about 30 minutes it takes for it takes about 10 minutes for Kurzel. There's a slight hiccup when it comes to trying to heal up Hellegundir, but then he does manage to get it again later.
I like the fact that you rolled basically the same.
Yeah, I was like, maybe I should do like the DC 30 like master check. I was like, oh, I get that anyone a critical success with the trained thing.
Yep.
Pretty nice.
But yeah. Although, yeah, for Helgandr Kurdo, although you have yet to get with him into actual combat, at the very least, the giant is not lying about his prowess in medicine.
Yeah. Helgandr approves.
As well, I suppose the other thing is that there is a sort of bastard sword sort of sheathed on his back that at least when able to view the blade, it has a sort of a series
this
of
way, third of the way to being dead, or 2/3 of the way to being dead to being perfectly fine in 30 minutes is very good.
yeah, sort of series of inscriptions and runes and the like on that runs the edge of the bastard sword. If there's anyone with knowledge of divine magic, it's very clear that the sword itself serves as a focus for his divine magic.
Right. And although, yeah, after that time, because of the general coldness, the rate of decay is slow, and body of Havard doesn't start to smell too badly, it's about time that any of you or all of you, bring it to the catacombs where you entombed your dead to make sure that they do not rise up as the undead horrors to plague your land. And it's up to you if this is your first visit down there or not, and if you even have any idea about the Gravekeeper.
Gravekeeper?
Yes.
I see. I see an army of minions is beating down our structures as we speak.
No, you do not.
Looks familiar, but
Yes, it's from a certain game I play.
okay.
Yeah, basically
This looks like Gul'dan.
it's basically a splash art of Yorick from League of Legends.
Ah.
Yes.
It's not a frost giant, but you know what? I was like, fuck it, it looks close enough.
And I thought you guys were laughing about what I said.
What did you say? Oh,
Chat.
cold cut locker. For some reason, my chat is see-through. Is that the same for everyone else?
Nope.
Strange.
Yeah, obviously, as with catacombs, there is this chilly cold that doesn't seem to be just the temperature, but the
From
depressing
the hundreds
feeling.
of ghouls there waiting to be unleashed.
And yes, it's almost a little bit darker than usual, almost as if there's some sort of veil being thrown over the entire place. For what it's worth, the catacombs do not look full. They are rather empty, although you can see easily enough that some of the spots, a few of them have been already filled in.
Well, Cursor says, we have more work for you, Gravekeeper. Another brave soul has perished, and you would like him interred here, so that he may be remembered.
His soul shall be protected, same as all the others. The work of death is never ending.
Well, Cursor says, what the Wanderers did certainly must have made death work a lot harder. Well,
They
Jesus
gave
says,
us a chance.
well, yes, I'm not. Well, yes, I'm not denying that I'm happy to be back. I'm just wondering just how safe any of our souls is if we can be plucked up from the great beyond and put back here for a plan. I'm not sure they're telling us in full. Nevertheless, I will trust these souls to be kept safe for as long as you live. Now please, show me where his final resting place is.
Very well. He will show you as he gently takes the body, which almost seems to levitate as he doesn't carry it with his own, although massive, hands. And he... I imagine, Donut, that even though perhaps there are not that many deaths, like Ísarr clan, there might have like their own section of the catacombs.
Probably. I definitely imagine them as a clan. Well, they're frost giants. They're going to be a clan of primarily warriors. So they've probably got a little bit of a section.
Yeah. Yes, and you will see, and also he will mention that make sure to not disturb the graves of anyone here. The dead shall rest the final sleep. Yeah, and he will go through the entire, almost like ceremony that takes close to 10 minutes. And although he gave you like similar shamanic vibes as the Elder, but you realize and you see him working that he definitely has more arcane magic within him, as he pretty much carves, as I imagine that the bodies here in the catacombs, they are resting in slabs of pure, never thawing ice to preserve the bodies. Unless you have a different idea how you feel like the frost creatures might be entombing their fallen.
I imagine it's pretty fitting, the whole runic aspect and the being entombed in like stone coffins. Very fantasy Nordic.
Oh right, and yeah, the good thing you mentioned that. Obviously, like every slab of ice that acts as a tomb as a coffin for the fallen. If you like look a little bit closer, you can see various runic inscriptions on it.
Mhm.
Probably arcade check would tell you otherwise if you wish to attempt it.
Sure. Let's see what this clearly totally this most definitely not ritual to someone here as an undead ghoul is.
I have an idea of what it may be, and I have it in my spell list.
Mm-hmm. Did it roll? Try one more time.
Something sanctify dead.
My mind was more going to what was it called? Let me
Raise undead.
My mind was more going to like I say, ready? My mind was going more to something like this.
Oh my god.
Yep. Yeah. Basically, it's a network, or rather a web, like a ritual web of like runic inscriptions that basically protects the body. So like Berkano, if I remember correctly, like Berkano as a rune of protection is like one of the main components here that ensures the body doesn't decay fully, nor, and that's the main thing, nor it can be returned as a undead.
Yeah.
And it's quite obvious that at least in this area, the Grave Creeper obviously is a master in his craft.
Yeah.
And so, at the end of the procedure, he says, and so we say farewell to Havard Ísarr.
Mhm. Indeed it is. May he rest and find some peace in there that he wasn't able to find among the living. And Kersel turns away and leaves.
Anders just sort of gives a sort of a bow before also turning to leave.
Yeah, Helgander just give a nod, but is, completely assuming that he's going to come back at some point.
Final boss of the campaign, Dread Knight Havard.
Zombie, not like special ending, just a zombie Havard that shows up at the end. It's like Matt just like this the description, like super describes zombie Havard, and then goes, and finally 300 more exactly like him show up, as he's just one of many Yorick zombies come to take down our castle.
Yeah, wouldn't it be one of the first times one of Donut's dead characters has come back to rejoin the party?
What?
That was just the once.
But like I said, it wouldn't be the first time.
That is true.
In another campaign, Donut wanted to do switch character and try out a new build. It was a while ago, like over 10 years now. And basically,
that made me feel old.
and well, his character died off in a heroic last stand. He played 3 sessions of new character and was like, you know what, I like the old one better. Can I go back? And I was like, bruh, sure, why not? And he showed back up again.
Nice.
Good old PF1E where fighters were not fun.
Right. Jormund, Gravekeeper Jormund, escorts you out of the catacombs. And after everything, it's afternoon, not like super late afternoon. You are quite nicely healed. But it's up to you if you wish to spend the rest of the evening and night resting and then resuming your travels in the morning. Because unless plans change, then you probably also want to check that uncorrupted place of power that yet doesn't seem to send.
That seems like a good
Mana.
place to head next.
Indeed. You can probably head there.
Let's go and have another character die.
Mhm.
You'll be fine.
We'll conquer the north. Hell, attrition.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Actually, one thing that happened, one of the things that might have occupied you so that you didn't venture out before, is that after dealing with the loss and pretty much acquiring a new party member in a different section of the Citadel, you have found out, or rather heard, a little bit of commotion, but not like combat-wise, but more at just a whole bunch of smaller creatures making a buzz of activity. And you realize that among others, like I don't know if they're like snow kobolds, but basically like very fairly wide scaled kobolds, a few snow goblins that are looking nervously all around, and a few other like larger frozen creatures. There seems to be something along the lines of a market fair going on.
A market, you say?
A market fair, like a trading opportunity.
Is it like some traders who have showed up, or does it seem like the people of the capital has organized it?
You definitely see some visitors outside, even if those are like frost creatures, because, for example, at least I don't believe there are like snow goblins.
I feel like there are always more there are always more snow goblins than you want there to be, but I don't know.
Right. All right, there was something like that.
No, I just made that up, my friend. I don't think we've even talked about snow goblins before.
Maybe I'm
had
mixing things up because they might have been mentioned that maybe as a joke.
I did mention it as a half joke.
Yes, the only thing I remember was us talking about snow kobolds as minions of the drakes.
I think we've done both.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think I mentioned once that, like, there are probably snow goblins around that we just kind of treat like rats.
Mm-hmm.
Put some traps up and forget about it.
Okay, so to better describe, some of those folks look like they might have been the capital citizens of the capital, but we are not fully sure. But they are members of they seem to be like frost creatures that live in the Northlands. But there are also a couple definitely merchant-looking folks in thick, heavy furs, like still like kind of jittery in the cold, but still, for whatever reason, deciding to risk it and arrive to potentially see if there's an opportunity to trade. To be fair, your stash does have some items, and basically I'm giving you this as an option, like, hey, if you want to like get rid of something that you won't be using.
I mean, or I feel like if nobody has picked it up yet, we might as well sell it now.
True.
I double checked to make sure that items in the stash didn't exist on others' character sheets, so that they were not doubled. I think what is visible, it should be alright.
Let me try and figure out how to find the stash again.
Actors and like the party, and you should have like the open sheet on like the red thingy.
Sheesh.
Alright, and of course, like at the start of session, everyone started with 1
So,
hero point.
I say striking cold iron great sword, or are these the things that are being sold?
They're just that was because of I was cannibalizing Havard's sheet. A lot of the stuff here is Havard's old equipment.
So, that's a good question, both in and out of character. Do you feel like they are entombing the fallen alongside their equipment, or it's like more utilitarian, like, okay, he's dead, he won't be using that, so we're gonna take this and then...
We're taking a shit, mate.
I'm going to say that probably due to the circumstances and the fact that we are currently trying to rebuilding, it's going to be the halfway point of they used to bury their warriors with like their armor, but we can't really afford to right now. Materials are rare.
Digging up old warriors and taking their shit.
Yeah. So
I know you were like the famous warrior king hero of Eld, but we need your sword.
Yeah, like as you're digging up, you feel a hand on your shoulder, you turn around and you realize he was reborn with everyone else. It's like, oh fuck, shit, oh no.
So I'm gonna say they used to do that, but given the times that we're in currently, shit's fucking rare. So
his corpse like gets up to like stop you, and you just bonk him on the head, and be like, "Go back to sleep, Grandpa."
Yep. Well, Havard, you're cool. Great sword is no mine, bitch.
That's I approve.
Yeah, I can just feel Havard's spirit grinding its teeth in the afterlife. It's like, pretty good greatsword. Now that it finally has a worthy user, just a sudden everything goes super cold in the crypt. It's like, fuck the bitch as I leave.
This is like the equivalent of when Aragorn takes Boromir's braces. Only it's Kurzel taking Havard's greatsword and then flipping him off.
Yep.
I will be taking that spacious pouch though. Taking that back.
And also to throw it out here, to not make this shopping too complicated, at least for this situation, let's just go with like 1-to-1. Basically, if an item costs like 100, then you just have to pay 100. I'm gonna say, I don't want to say like generally like what they have and what not, but they definitely will not have items of like higher level than your current. So like item 7 is a maximum, and I would say that they might only have like 1 item 7 per character. Oh, sorry, I should say like the permanent, not the consumables.
Yeah. So we could probably get away with selling the striking kukri because I don't think anyone uses a kukri.
Yes, I mean, we're selling everything basically. We might keep some consumables, but if you guys want something from the crafting list, we might as well not.
Yeah.
I mean, Lenkrub is specifically like a treasure, like no specific things. It's just like to be sold as a precious stone.
Yeah, so I think same as before. Anything but treasure sells for 50% of its value. Of course, treasure sells for 100%. So, and we got quite a few things here that we can sell. I think. Yeah. So. I don't know if anyone needs the doubling rings. I don't think anyone uses that sort of weaponry.
Nope. Maybe if I can two-hand great swords.
I mean, the closest would maybe be if I actually used my hand wraps to punch something.
No, it wouldn't, because you can put property runes on your hand wraps anyway, and that covers both hands.
Well, even then, yeah, I don't need it. We could just save it for a character that comes later then.
Yeah, could do. So, okay, so we sell the greatsword. for 2 monies.
Okay, you are able to edit it. Good.
Yeah, striking kukri for 50. The clandestine cloaks. I don't think anyone here has any idea what stealth even is.
I mean, I think that would be great to use in Heligonder, and Heligonder just starts acting like a background character, which is his MO, but doesn't actually know how to do it. But that's his plan. He's not very good at it, but it's his plan.
Okay, the full plate goes. So that's another plus 30. So are we getting rid of the clandestine cloak or not?
It just seems very out of character for everyone to wear it. Except for a newest member who can disguise himself as Cursor. No, not Cursor. Havard, right? You put on the cloak. They didn't care about who I was until I put on the cloak.
Okay, we'll get rid of it. Get rid of the Ion Stone just because I don't think that's a particularly useful one. We got the 2 Leng rubies, which we can just sell. Do we want the Slick rune? Which is that?
The Slick rune? What the heck would we do with the Slick rune?
Oh, okay, that answers that. And there's just a bunch of consumables.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any of the consumables in there that people want or not?
I mean, not really.
Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of the more expensive ones then. In that case,
Like the Feather Token Anchor is cool, but we don't use both. We're in the Frozen North. A miniature boat is cool, but we're in the Frozen North.
we don't use. Okay.
I mean, I'll take the miniature boat. Maybe I can figure something for it.
Sure. I'll get rid of the anchors then in that case.
No, I think one anchor as well. Get fucked.
I was to say, if you're taking the boat, you should take the anchor.
Yeah, I grabbed an anchor.
Okay, so going to get rid of the other anchor then in that case. Get rid of the giant wasp venom.
I took the Staff of Control. Other than that, I'm pretty much good.
Alright.
Okay, I'll take the Emerald Grasshopper.
Yeah, I've got the Staff of Phantasm, so I'm quite okay with that.
Donut, you should take the Effervescent Ample. No,
I'm not trained in acrobatics.
Oh.
So I can't.
I just think that's just very much a you item, so you don't have to deal with fighting underwater.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't really make use of that. There's just a bunch of other small shit, so I'm just going to. What is it? So 1.5 plus. Oh shit. 1.5 plus.
Weightlessness is so useless. One item of 1 bulk less to make it feel weightless for 1 hour.
What's hilarious is I could put Slick on my scales.
This item just depends if you're running a game that you want to put heavy emphasis of encumbrance and whatnot.
Even then, it's just 1 hour, right? So it's really had it been 24 hours, I would have been like, yeah, it's a bit situational, but.
What, the Wheel of Weightlessness?
Yeah.
There's some fun things you could do with it, but probably not anything actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's the kind of things of where.
I also see 1 backpack in containers.
It's chilling.
Yeah, that can chill. That can chill there. And then we're just going to convert the currency.
That's the container, just 1 backpack with all the money.
Yeah, we're just going to convert the money now.
Donut knows all about putting backpack in the backpacks.
It's not meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got that. So
And I think if I click distribute coins, it should.
It should.
Although I hope the Eidolon and Pet will not be counted.
Fucking fingers crossed. It should be 103 money each.
Yeah. For 20, for. Yeah, 103.
Hey.
I'm just gonna. I'm not sure if you'll be able to, so I'm just gonna click it. Distribute coins.
Let's see.
Oh, I can even. Okay, you can choose actors to receive a share, so.
Okay, I was expecting the minions of a certain character to get half of the money. Because Centric Tom, Eidolon, and Mercury Pet is 3 out of 6 members, so yeah.
Alright. Coins have been distributed, and yeah, you should be able to see them on your character sheet.
Yeah.
The trick is to roll up to a game with a twin Eidolon and a changed shape familiar that can mimic, that can like look like you, and just be 3 of yourself and be like, yeah, I get 3 shares.
Even better, you're just 3 kobolds in a trench coat, so you open your trench coat, 3 shares.
Oh, it events information in the chat. I like that automation. Fucking hell, it's so useful.
Yeah,
This automations I quite like, honestly.
Yes, it is about time for me to hop out.
Best of luck with the dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck and.
May
have
you be the
fun.
one eating and not being eaten.
I'm generally good at that. I have yet to be consumed.
Yes, indeed.
Alright. Then yeah.
Just laughing that you posted, Julius.
Yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
just felt it was very fitting for this campaign.
Yes.
See ya later, Ri.
A good
Yeah,
one.
see
we
you
go.
next week, Matt, and see you other 2 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
gonna continue the session next week. Because I already knew like even week before what you're gonna face at the uncorrupted place of power.
A very corrupted being.
No.
Mildly corrupted being.
You'll see. Like I'm just gonna say like even with 3 folks, I made this specific like with 3 people it's just like a severe encounter. Like exactly severe.
Alright.
Nothing like super too big. But yeah, we're gonna continue this next week and hopefully with the entire party. Alright, so even though I'm doing this as a continuation of the session, technically because I forgot, it's been 2 weeks, not a week, because of the real life stuff. So not much happened for I think for Terp that last time we played. Ísarr, the previous Ísarr, because we have a new one, was entombed and basically the party had press F to pay respects, kind of thing. When the you met the Gravekeeper, plus there's a trade thingy. I don't remember how I call it. Trade there going on at your citadel. A couple of merchants from outside came by. I was scared, but also hopeful that they might do some good trades. So basically the equipment that you didn't need or didn't want to, it was sold and money was distributed evenly amongst the party members. And technically speaking, as a small reminder, because it's been a while, it was also possible to buy something as long as it was like an item 7 or lower. With some exceptions, probably, depending on what it is exactly. And honestly, I'm gonna be nice, like, even if right this second you do not have, like, an idea what you could have bought, like, if like in the future you realize that, oh hey, I probably would have bought this thing. Yeah, I would allow like to flashback to justify the purchase in a flashback, like, oh hey, yeah, you got that in a merchant fair.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Also, I need to like boost sound on Julius and okay. So
How much would materials for like trapping or large snares cost?
I would probably have to look up the item itself because I'm pretty sure it would count as an item. Plus, there's a whole thing. I mean,
No, I think
there are snares as an item.
Okay.
I think there's one thing that I would probably have bought because I think I have enough money with this at this point in time.
And there's actually, I'm not sure if I need to read it because there's actually a feat called snare crafting.
Oh.
Which kind of sounds to me like if you do not have that feat, you cannot craft it.
Snare craft. Okay, snare crafting. Yes, it is a skill feat. It's a crafting feat. When you start this feat, so that allows you to just craft snares up to 4 common snares. But I think anyone can use them and deploy them.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
like for making them, and it is an item. Like if you want to buy like a trip snare, for example, trip snare is an item 4. It costs 15 gold pieces.
Okay. How many gold pieces? Okay. I think I'll buy 2 of them for now.
Right?
Alexa looks familiar. Good old skin saw mask.
They would have it. Although I would probably need to like specify because by default the item is for like medium creature.
I don't want to buy a skin saw mask.
No, I was sorry. I was like saying that to our druid.
Let me quickly look
Because
at
if I'm gonna go with like the basic math of like if for medium costs or medium and smaller costs 15 gold, I'm gonna say
It's
that
double.
for large, which is medium, large, huge. So for large it would be like double that, so 30. And for huge, I would say like double that, so like 60.
Right. Okay.
There's one thing I'm going to be buying, which will be this.
Oh, I didn't grab it. Damn. I was thinking about grabbing a feat that let me choose the size of a thing to catch a creature that's a size larger than the snare is meant for. I did not grab it though. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I didn't.
Alright.
Damn. Oh well, yeah. I'll then just get one of the huge ones. I think.
Alright. So yeah, so huge would be actually 60 gold pieces.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of material
Yep.
needed
I'm
to
fine with it.
actually get that size.
Yeah. Cool. I have one now. Great.
Nice. Okay.
Put
Actually,
up a
I'm dumb.
sign
Actually, I'm dumb.
classification of
It even states. Sorry, I'm dumb. It
Oh,
even states in the description like if you want to get a bigger creature, what do you need? The math might check out because
Yeah. It just let's see. Where is it? Let me see if I can pull it up. I thought I grabbed a feat that I didn't, which I will keep in mind for later. Where is it?
Ooh.
oh, actually that's my mistake because I was like overpricing you. So if you wanted to like get enough snares to like get a chance to deal with huge creature, yeah, then you would cost you, for one huge creature you would need to buy 3 of those, so 45 gold pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right, let
thankfully,
me-
yes. I think snares themselves don't cost extra. It's just you need to buy more of them relative to the size of the creature you want to try and,
Alright. So
snare.
45.
Yoink is word.
Okay.
Mm,
I want to find this feat that I found earlier now.
Right. By the way, apart from like obviously getting and buying stuff and selling, committing to trade, anyone does any sort of interaction with the merchants visiting guests, or is like purely business?
Purely business on Anders'
Okay.
end.
Alright.
let's see. One thing Cursor would like to try and figure out is more like meta, like how exactly is the whole new troll tribe doing with food? Everyone got revived and all that jazz. Since it sounds like the kind of thing that'd be a big problem.
Sorry, I don't think I caught like the first part of your question.
One question, considering after everyone, one question asked is like Cursor will try and figure out that after all the trolls and then giants and dragons were revived, how exactly is this food situation going in this new like tribe and civilization exactly? Because it seems like the kind of thing that would quickly become a problem if nobody thinks about it.
But yeah, as it turns out, and actually that was one of the, let's just say, starting gifts. I believe I put it, yeah, in the handout. Actually, sorry. Yeah, there's the starting situation. Fucking hell, I forgot. Yeah, that they might not have given all the things, but the Wanderers did make sure to fill the granaries, so to speak. And obviously, some supplies, some food is being used over time, obviously. But there are, I imagine in this environment, not like farming fields, but there are greenhouse sort of thing. Because I actually looked at the like kingdom buildings, and I never saw, at least I don't remember, if that there wasn't any like farming field or like a greenhouse as like a mechanical building. So I think that's most like a bluff situation. And plus, you to be fair, you found like one dead body, but you can. I think it's fair to say, it would make sense that there are plenty of hunter-gatherers going out every day to hunt a deer and whatnot.
Yeah. At least Cursor would suspect that this situation is probably not.
Yeah, Kurzma
Sorry.
might have suspected that it was like
Untenable, like in the long run.
Um,
That basically all the food we got in won't last us that long. There's a bunch of hungry trolls, giants. But yeah.
yeah, you know what?
I cannot find that feat anymore. Oh well.
I'm trying
What,
to
what, what,
find.
what was the feat? What did the feat allow you to do?
It allowed you to set any size snare to catch one size larger.
Was it a skill feat?
I thought it was hold on, I'm pretty sure I saw it when I was changing my class features.
You know what, Kurzol, you can roll me either society or survival. As a skill check.
Maybe it was a general
Mhm.
feat? It might have been a general feat.